Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Just Free coming at you with an impromptu video on Jazz Man and some of her haters, like to call her. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so this is impromptu. Uh, oh, I was gonna say, I was gonna sing y'all a song. This song in my head. And mama used to say, take your time, young man. And mama used to say, don't wait, how'd I go? Don't rush to get old. And mama used to say, I need to find somewhere to do karaoke. I want to give a shout out to my girl, Stray Bags, for ripping it up in one of her videos. I did not know that was her singing until she finished. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, now we got some stars in the bunch. So I am coming on here to address. I don't even know where to start. A couple of things. I gotta get to the point because sometimes when I listen back to my video, I'm just like, girl, what the fuck are you saying? So what I'm most irritated about right now in this moment, God help me, Jesus. And, I'm a grown ass woman, 42 years old. I don't talk about kids, okay? But, so, with that being said, I just caught a picture of my girl Kaylin wearing the boots that resemble Uggs, apparently to school on a hot summery day. Whether it was today or a couple months ago, it's always hot in Texas. I mean, the kids had short sets on and no coats, so I had to assume it was hot. It's not like she lives here in upstate where, it could be fucking hell 70 degrees one day and 3 degrees the next. So, I was really irritated. Like my soul is just completely disturbed. Um, I just don't even know where to begin and where to end. What? Okay. What as a mother? Now, I was 17 when I had my daughter, and I made plenty of mistakes. I've had some little, trifling moments, but I've always had a mama to put me back on track, honey. Honey boo boo child. Let me tell you like this. Because a lot of parents raise their children out of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not fear, but out of, shit. Out of, fuck. Okay, I can't remember the word. But they raised them out of the fact that they weren't 100% there. You get what I'm saying? So they raised them out of, fuck. Anyway, so I had a mama to, you know, pull me back down out the clouds every now and again when I got, my brain got a little muddy with the men's and all of that. So, and when it came to my child and the father, I don't want to give all the credit to her because I lived with my father for 3 years of my daughter's life, from birth to three. And then, he was a he's always been a significant part of my life, or was, because he passed away. But oh, guilt, that's the word. Damn it, because my aunt is the same way. She does things now for her adult children out of guilt. Some things that she did, I love my aunt to death, but it's some things that when you love that relative that you just you love, and then you just hear stuff, and not to say I'm judging, God knows I can't judge, but you be like, she did what now? But okay, hey, everybody has a past. Things happen. That's the past, and we move forward. But I can see why she parents out of guilt, and she's 70, and she has a 50-year-old who she anyway. That's a whole other story. But and I got our subject. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm here to talk about one person and one person only, and that is the jazz man. So, those boots, Jasmine. Again, I ask the question, what is it that you see for the future of your children? I remember there's a video that, oh, the semi mukbang with the kids sitting at the table having dinner, and you were talking to them about um the future, somewhat of the future, a job or careers and so on and so forth. Mainly about um, I think Caitlin was asking about being a YouTuber, and you said something about something shit. I don't know, but I mean, it's just too much. It's too much going on. You got 3-year-olds still in diapers. Now I got a homegirl that's got a 3-year-old grandchild that turned 3 in April. Matter of fact. And I didn't tell her about this story because this is odd. I mean, this is, people will look at us like we crazy if we tell people what the hell we be doing on here. But anyway, she, I said, and I'm thinking about Jazz and her twins. And I said, Joe grandbaby just turned 3. And she said, yeah. I said, do she have whole conversations with you? She said, yeah. I said, like, full sentences. Now, mind you, I know 3-year-olds. eh, eh, They can they can talk in semi-complete sentences, which is where they should be for the most part. But it should be, even if there is a couple words in there that you can't understand, you should be able to understand them, not goo goo gaga or whatever the hell Aiden and I'm not gonna call names, Lord forgive me. Whatever little man and little mama be talking about. You can't understand a word of that. I mean, well, you know what I mean. Everybody who's been watching, they know what I mean. So I was just surprised because I couldn't remember, like, again, I have a 24-year-old. She was, I don't remember you know, how she was talking. All I know is I can remember when she was like in second or third grade, they were saying that she was reading like at a fifth grade level. That I know. And my son, I mean, he's 12. He better have been talking when he was 3. Otherwise, I would have been taking him to the doctor. I mean, hell, he had a little semi-speech impediment where we diagnosed him, but I don't know. It was he had a moment where he kind of like struggled with. He had a little trouble getting the words out, like a little stutter. No, my younger brother, he had a horrible stuttering problem to the point where he had to like lift his leg up to get his words out. So, and I was watching Dragon from the Rough Riders, and if anybody's interested in watching that, Vlad interviewed him, and he still has a speech impediment. He still stutters, um, but my brother grew out of it. So I said that to say that I was inquiring then, and I mean it was hardly noticeable, but that's my child, so I'm noticing it, so I brought it up to the teacher, and they were like, well, we don't really hear anything, but we'll let you know if we hear something. So but I could tell it was something, but anyway, so that has since gone away. That was a couple years ago. And one day and this is what pissed me off about my mom, because her and my son are like two peas in a pod. You know, that's my baby. That's my baby. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I had him call for his pizza one day. I said, call and order your pizza. You want a personal pan or whatever. Just tell him you want a personal pan pizza. We all sitting in the car. He could put it on speaker and say what he want. If he get tripped up, yeah, I'll finish it. But I wanted him to at least say, this is what I want. I tell him, you ask him how much does it cost. You never give your money up front. You ask how much it costs, and then you give the money. So I'm teaching him these life skills. And my mom's like, his speech, he stutters. He doesn't want to do it. He's stuttering. He didn't want to make the pizza call. So I said, you won't be getting no pizza if you don't make this damn phone call. Now, the stuttering wasn't nowhere near nothing. I mean, it was a little hiccup. Nonetheless, I noticed it. Um, and my mother was trying to make it out bigger than what it was, and my son was. He tried to manipulate, and I was like, "Well, boy, you no." So anyway, I said that to say, watch your Fraser. I'm sorry, y'all. So back to the boots. I don't even know. I guess I probably shouldn't say anything, but I'm really irritated in my soul that a 30-year-old woman. Okay, so let's go back to me being 17 and having a kid. I did the best I could with what I had. I had social services at one point in time. I was working. I was, doing the best that I could. I don't think I've ever seen my child. I know for a fact, matter of fact, that my child would have never walked out the house like that. You know, and it's just quite sad that as a mother, you would want to add on to that poverty uh, situation like that. Um, because I know I would imagine um, that as a kid, she didn't want to look like that. Now, granted, you know, I never had a pair of Jordans growing up, and that's not even what this is about. My son, he just might have started getting a pair of Jordans. I don't even think I've never bought him a pair of Jordans. I think my daughter, she just bought him some. He's had a couple of pair, but Not none of the new stuff that they be lined up outside near my in the plaza where I live. They be lined up outside early in the morning. Not those Jordans where people be lined up and stuff. We'll go online. I might go online and grab a pair, get a pair that I like and stuff. But anyway, mind you, he's had at one point he had so many sneakers. I had a fetish, and I was just buying sneakers that he wore once. Okay, and so by the time it came to get rid of everything, I'm looking at this shit like, well, wait a minute. I know it's foot too big, but can we squeeze it a little? I was like, damn. I say he never even wore these damn shoes but one time maybe. But that was on me because I just kept buying sneakers. But I'm not a trend person. Or however you say, I buy what I like. I don't buy, what everybody likes like that. So, and I never had a pair of Jordans either. Um, Shit, I'm 42 and I ain't never had a pair of Jordans. Nope. So, anyway, I said that so that people can relate. That is not the hierarchy of, my life. Um, but, I want to send her some shoes, but I know that I can't because, you know, I mean, she's got enough viewers that I hope that if they see the child with the boots on, that you would think, I mean, since they just want to support her lifestyle, support her shenanigans and her bullshit, that they might as well support her whole damn lifestyle. Why don't y'all bitches go ahead and get Kaylin some shoes, motherfuckers? Y'all bitch ass bitches. I don't even know what to say. The fuck? Sitting up there clapping and hee hawing with your horse face looking asses. Um, Co-signing her bullshit while Kaylin gotta walk around with shoes on with her feet hanging out to the sides. Um I didn't mean to say her name. I don't know how to edit this shit out, but anyway, she puts her kids on there. I just personally don't want to say the kids' names. I'm trying not to, y'all. I'm trying not to. The Lord Jesus help me. Um at the end of the day, you know, Jasmine is not doing the best that she can because, you know, because the content, I mean, granted, like, you could still make money being a YouTuber and stuff. I'm not mad at that. From my understanding, you can get money, if you put out X amount of videos, it's a decent living if you put out so many videos or whatever. Um, she needs to come up with, if she don't want to get her fat ass up and work, she needs to come up with some shit. Now, um, whether it's trying out new recipes, doing things with the kids, um, if she's just not gonna get her ass up and go get a job, I mean, hell. But of course, she'd rather be supported by the system and stay at home and lay up under a man. I just, what was I gonna say? Um, yeah, Jasmine she could be making videos about, um, just teaching the kids, learning, instead of sitting in front of the damn tablets. This is the time to be teaching them well, hell, they gotta get English down first. I was about to say teach them a second language. Now, don't get me wrong, I know I didn't teach my kids a second language, and I could have, but so being that but I wasn't a stay-at-home parent either. Not that that's an excuse, but um, if she's trying to come up with some ideas, She could be doing a whole lot. She could be, Lord. Anyway, I really only came on here because I was pissed off about them shoes. You know, Jasmine, it's hard to feel sorry for a bitch like your ass. And um, I don't know if you're looking for sympathy or not, but because I know you always talking about, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so depressed, I'm this, I'm that. So, yeah, no, it's not, it's hard to have sympathy for you because, for you to not, I don't know, when I imagine myself and my child or my kids, I just imagine, and it's not that clothes don't make you, don't get me wrong. I just don't imagine my kids and run over shoes. Um, my kids gotta match my fly, period. You know, I'm not super fancy and luxury and this all and this and that, but child, child. She, and there's nothing wrong with having a big family and having a bunch of kids, especially in the black community. Hell, we need more people than anything right about now. Um, but how you gonna sit up there and show a sonogram to kids that, I mean, to two babies and a five, it was 6, 7, and an 8-year old, and you ain't got no ring. He ain't got down on one knee and proposed. Um, and it's not like y'all can't just go to the courthouse. But he ain't even man enough to do that. And you ain't woman enough to set a standard. So it's quite obviously you don't want much out of life. You know, it's a good, I don't know if you call it a quote, but I had a friend say one day, we have a street in our city called Bailey. And a long time ago, somebody said, you know, these niggas can't see past Bailey Street, yada, yada, yada. He was fussing about, I guess, the killings and stuff. In your case, Jasmine, it's the multiple pregnancies and about to be by a bunch of different men. I don't know if you're trying to catch up with Chrissy or what the hell is going on. But I think it's really selfish of you to have another child and to be on here bragging about it when you got Kaylin out here looking like at least her feet anyway. And then I hear her clothes are too tight, which I don't really pay that much attention. So I don't know if I really pay attention to the kids because I know people be like, the clothes is tight and little and this and that. And I be like, well, damn, what the hell am I looking at? But I would take their word over Jasmine's word, hell. And we ain't even in the house. So, but we got eyes, but I just think I don't really, I don't be paying that much attention. I just be caught up in Jazz and all her weirdness. But anyway, Kaylin, dear Kaylin, um, forgive your mother. When you get older and realize, um, what a piece of shit she has been, um, and I'm judging. I am fucking judging. Yes, I am. When you realize what a piece of shit your mother is, was, whatever. I sound like somebody getting that. Just make sure you forgive her. And that's coming from the Christianity me. It's Christianity in me because I was raised a Christian and I am a Christian on Sunday. Just no, but I am a Christian. Just not a practicing one at the moment. But first thing is forgiveness. Second thing is just don't follow the pattern. You gotta break the cycle. You have got to break the cycle. If your mother don't have a vision for your life and and hopes and dreams for your life, my dream is that you prosper and that you be in good health, that you put God first, and that you have a beautiful little family with a husband. If you choose, I'm not judging. As a Christian, I have to say husband. So a husband and as many babies as you want. Even if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, you know, um, just make sure that you find a man that can support his family. Um, so you don't have to get online and beg and plead and borrow and everything else. My motto in life has always been, because I hate to borrow, I hate to ask anybody for anything. I always like to give. I like to be a giver. So Kaylin, if you're a giver, you're gonna always have something to give, baby girl. Am I preaching? I'm preaching. Yes, I am. If you're a giver, you're gonna always have something to give. I give to the homeless. I gave a lady $100 at the McDonald's drive-through one day. That was my goal. That was a dream of mine. I want to do it again. And I'm of meager means, but you know, when I was really working the way I was, making $25 an hour, doing double after doubles. It was Christmas time. I got to the drive-through window. I said, "Here you go." I said, I just gave it to her, balled it up, put it in her hand, drove off. You know, because God is good, and He's been really good to me, better to me than I've been to myself. Um, so baby girl, just keep going, dream big. Um, you know, uh, what else was I gonna say? Cause your mom, she likes she likes to take more than she likes to give. So be a giver. Be a giver, baby girl. Um, I've had people live with me, come stay with me, you know, um, because I don't have 4 or 5 kids running around, you know. Maybe if I had a husband and kids, I wouldn't be able to do as much as I can do or that I have done. Um, we are 28 minutes. You know, when that gentleman made that statement about not seeing past your major city or street in your city, not going, I mean, not traveling. Um, I've gone wine tasting. I've traveled. Um, so when you get to be 18, 21, be selfish, Kaylin. And right now, yes, I'm only talking to Kaylin. Be selfish, baby girl. Um, do you take care of you? If you need to go to college for something that that's gonna pay really well, go to college. Otherwise, make sure you don't waste time going to college for something that you could do on your own, or that you can go to a technical school or what have you. Um, but you deserve better, baby girl. You deserve better. If your mother don't tell you, I'm telling you. You deserve a mother that puts you first. A mother that doesn't want to embarrass you by sending you to school with some, and it ain't even the fact that they not real Uggs, just shoe boots in the summertime. You know, you see them little kids, back in the day or even today, whatever. I don't really see a whole lot because I'm always in the house, but you see kids and their parents just dress them any old kind of way, or they send them out in the cold half dressed. Um, all kinds of dumb shit, especially bitches that like to lay up and get pregnant. And to all her supporters, I bet all y'all motherfuckers look alike, y'all fat, ugly bitches. Buy that girl some shoes. Buy her a whole fucking the wardrobe while you at it. Shit, stop telling them motherfuckers not to do nothing for this bitch. Take care, let them motherfuckers take care of all her kids. That's how I feel about the shit. Because, oh, because, like I said, if you gonna co-sign the bullshit, then go ahead and what's the word, and supply, her needs. What is the word? Damn it, I'm always at a loss for words. But, Kaylin, it's gonna be a long, hard road. And God forbid, if you find, I mean, not God forbid, but find that one teacher in your school that you can really trust and confide in. Because if something happened to you, you're gonna need to tell somebody, Kaylin. And you're gonna need to be able to trust them. Um, because your mama ain't gonna, hell, she already calling y'all liars on, you could pretty much say, the World Wide Web, national TV. She called y'all liars. You know, she disregards your feelings. You know, she make like she interested in what y'all got going on. But I pray that one day Jasmine has a revelation and sees the error of her ways and accepts Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior, because that is the only way that she is going to be able to um, make sure you kids are safe and secure. Um, Kaylin, again, this is about you, boo. If I could have you come live with me, I surely, you and Miss Maya, y'all my girls, and Ava had me cracking up when she said she didn't want no baby. Oh my God. And you know what? Not for nothing. Like I said, I've shopped at all kinds of places. The Goodwill, the this, the that. The malls, the this and that. At 30, I was still a pretty young woman. Pretty much I mean, a young woman to the point where I want to look nice, I want my kids to look nice, you know? So, um, I just don't understand how y'all be how you and your kids can walk around. Jasmine, you got a couple of pairs of shoes, a pair of sandals, a pair of flip flops you wear everywhere you go. Uh, um, them old dollar store sandals you had on with the one outfit, a pair of sneakers. Like, girl, don't you want to look nice for your man? I mean, but shit, I guess he only care if you're naked. He ain't looking at you otherwise. I don't know. But you not in shape enough to keep no man, Jasmine. That I mean, a dude like Chris and you know the way he made it very clear that he likes what he likes. You know, you need to get in shape. You're out of shape, girl. Your body is built bad. Let's just say it what it is. Um, Too bad you can't focus on getting a tummy tuck or a butt lift. Um, no, you rather pop out another kid out that massive hoo ha. So I don't know. I guess when you raised to not have much self esteem or self awareness and you with some boy from the time you 10, 12, however old you was, child, it's just bad parenting all around. It's just the cycle of poverty all around. And, at the end of the day, you can't want better for people who don't want for themselves. And like my girl, Yanni B was saying, oh, I love me some Yanni B. She remind me so much of my cousin. Pretty, dark chocolate girl. Pretty, just pretty. And I didn't say pretty for a dark skinned girl, so don't even try me, okay? I said pretty and dark, just like I like them. Um, so yeah, she was saying, um, I'm at 37. She was saying, some people just um, they don't, they don't have a goal. They don't have plans. They don't have, and not for nothing, bitch. Don't you want to take your kids to Disney World? You don't even have no plans like that. Now, my son haven't been to Disney World yet. He's 12. He been everywhere else. But I just had some things happen and some medical things where I couldn't get there. And now that he getting older, shit, it ain't gonna affect him in the same way. But we've had, some good trips and some good memories. Um, Outside of the home. You can do a lot of stuff at home. I'm not saying um everything has to involve money and traveling. But hell, I done did a whole lot with the few dollars I had. Shit. And yeah, 'cause I got one kid. That's right, bitch. One kid. Well, I got two, but they're 12 years apart. So, um, and I know for me, aside from the fact that my parents wasn't trying to hear that shit, like my dad was still like I lived with my dad from when my parents split up. Long story short, I relocated from New York to Florida from like 17 to 20. And when I tell you my dad was still on my ass, like, no, you can't go here, you can't, no, no, no. I'm like, but I got a baby. Shit. He was like, I'd be like, Dad, can you babysit? Nope, nope, nope. Even though I had a babysitter, she ended up, my dad's cousin ended up being my daughter's godparents. So I had people to watch her, but at certain, you know, different times I'd be like, Dad, can you watch her? No. Sometimes he would though. I ain't gonna lie, but it was just the fact that I said that to say if I even thought about coming around with another baby, child. Hmm. But granted, I was living with him. Jasmine had them moved out. And see, talking about, speaking about that, when I did want to move out, I was like, let me see, I was 19. My daughter was 2. And I'm like, you know, telling my dad, telling my dad I want to move out. And I mean, he went off. He was carrying on, yelling, fussing at me. And at the time, I had a dude. But here's the thing, I couldn't get the apartment with the dude because shit, he didn't have no money. Like, long story. Okay, let me just tell a story real quick. I was 19. I was I wasn't quite put up on game. You know what I'm saying? So when I started messing with this dude, first of all, he like fell in love with me like overnight. And so basically from the first to the second or third time we met, he wouldn't leave me. He wouldn't leave me alone. So hell, I became his girlfriend by default. Shit. Even though he I believe he had a felony. He had some criminal background where he couldn't really work. Like he, couldn't get a job as fast as he wanted to and stuff. So he was selling drugs or whatever, selling a little dope. And um so my dad knew I was dealing with him and stuff. And even then my dad was like, he ain't like nobody. Nobody. I'm 19 with a baby. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but I mean, and I mean I can understand why he wouldn't like him. So I said that to say when I was telling him I was moving in with my girlfriend, we was getting a place together. He was like, "That's what I'm talking about. That's all you just want to go. You want to get your own place so you can lay with that nigga." Now, granted, he did come over and spend the night from time to time, you know. But I mean, shit, I wanted my freedom. And then, hell, a couple months later, me and the girl fell out. Was back home. But even if I would have, I felt like if I would have moved in with a guy, my philosophy, just in general, maybe because I was raised with a father, partly because we didn't have the best relationship, even though he raised me. Um, my philosophy has always been I'm not gonna put more on myself that what I'm saying, if this nigga could get up and walk away, then I'm gonna be, stuck not stuck with, but I'm gonna have to, you know, have to take care of. You're not gonna leave me and just, and all that with Philip going back and forth to jail bullshit. So, okay. And on that note, and this will be the end of it, all that back and forth, Philip going to jail. So Now, just say if I was Jasmine and had my second baby by Phil and his ass, I told my ex-boyfriend because he same way he was going to back and forth to jail. And this last time before I left Florida to come back up to New York, he had got in some trouble, went to jail. Or no, right before he went to jail. Something, whatever it was, I told him, I said, if you go back to jail one more time, I said, it's a wrap. I said, it's over. So, on that note, he ended up back in jail for whatever. And I chucked the deuces, hopped on a plane, and flew my ass back to Florida. Now, this is a dude that cried over me, okay? So, I came back home to New York. I don't remember the next time I heard from him. Oh no, I think that was it. Shit, that was it. The fuck? I went back when my daughter was like 8, and he's still like that person that he still had a place in his heart for. And he kind of had me too, a little bit, little bit. So when my daughter was like 8, we flew back to Florida, hung out, with him for a little bit, kicked it, and I brought my ass back home. I ain't got time for these shenanigans. I could, like Tyler Perry say, I don't know who disagree with it, but I could do bad all by myself, and that's kind of always the way I've looked at things. You know what I'm saying? Because if you in jail, you a liability. Which means I can't comfortably live my life and raise our children knowing that it's a possibility that you might fuck up or the line of work that you in is going to lead you in prison unless you some type of kingpin or some shit. Unless you the head pimp or the head kingpin. The fuck? You ain't making no kind of money that I could stash aside a couple thousand stacks. So on that note, and that's another thing. The dude I was dealing with, matter of fact, he would try to offer me money and, do little stuff, but I was so mean. I'll be like, no, I didn't want your money. I didn't want it. Anyway, because he used to stalk me and shit, be in the trees when I go out on a date. But anyway, Kaylin, I love you, baby girl. And, you know, it's, if you do end up like your mom, um, it's just gonna be an unfortunate situation. But if that's the case, you got it honest. But I'm not gonna believe that for you, baby girl. I'm gonna trust God that He gonna steer you the right way. You gonna be all right. In Jesus' name, you gonna be all right, Kaylin. Um, on that note, I was gonna do some other things, but I'll save it for another time. All right, good night, y'all.